My name is Claire Swinford. My favorite meal of all time is anything that I've been able to pull out of my garden and throw in a pan and serve to people that I care about. Oh man, I am a Colorado baby, but I grew up in the Pacific Northwest, and all of my favorite memories of childhood have to do with being outside in the Pacific Northwest, whether it's on the beach or in the rainforest, just having a chance to be out in that dramatic landscape. I ride a bike ride because it makes it easier to make a more responsible choice about how I commute. I'm very lucky to live within a 5-minute drive of my office, which is 10 minutes on a bike ride, and any day that the weather is nice, it makes it really easy to leave the car at home and have a commute that not only fills me up and makes me happy to be going about my day, but also means that I'm reducing the impact on our roads and on my car. And it makes it also easy to make that choice when going out with friends. Or there was a time fairly recently where my household only had one working car, and the only reason we were able to make that work was because we had a bike ride station within walking distance. So bike ride is such a good choice to make for so many reasons, and I'm so glad that we have bike ride as part of this community. Riding a bike makes me feel more expansive. I'm an avid cyclist. I'm a member of our local women's mountain biking group. I am a distance road rider. My COVID vacation was riding from Canyon City to Steamboat Springs on my Cannondale. And I like commuting by bike as well. And it's a sense of being more connected to the world around you and being more connected to your own body. And I love the fact that that's so accessible, that it can be part of my day, whether it's for 10 minutes or 2 hours. My proudest accomplishment, I'm gonna have to go pretty middle of the road. I know a lot of people are gonna give this answer, but I think about my family. I think about how proud I am of my spouse, my siblings, my niece and my nephews. And I feel so fortunate that most of that family lives here in Colorado Springs, and I get to be part of their lives on a daily basis. What would this community be without bike ride? I mean, I know because I was here before bike ride got here, and we are a richer, more connected community because of bike ride. And I see the way that people who don't live in Colorado Springs react when they realize that we have this great nonprofit amenity that makes commutes easier, that makes it easier to connect with friends, that makes it more workable for people to commute via public transit, and more workable for people to go carless. And they get jealous, they get excited, they want this wherever they live. And I feel really proud of our community that it has this resource, and that it is something that makes our community stronger and more connected to each other. Bike ride is such a valuable resource for Colorado Springs in terms of ecological impact, in terms of transit, in terms of just humans getting to be connected to other humans. The bikes make that possible, and because they're e-assist, they make that possible for a wider range of people than would even be able to successfully use a traditional bike share. And for all those reasons, I don't want to think about Colorado Springs without bike ride. One of my favorite bike ride stories is dates from the time where I was running a public art program here in Colorado Springs. And we had one of the state's most widely respected artists in town to paint this giant mural that actually sits just 2 blocks from the bike ride headquarters. And bike ride very generously offered, hey, Anthony Garcia Sr., while you're here in Colorado Springs, if you want to borrow a bike ride, we'll have one available for you. And I kid you not, I think Anthony rode that bike to see every single one of his friends in town. Bike ride called me like 2 days later being like, how has this guy put 70 miles on our bike? Didn't you bring him here to do a job? And I'm like, yeah, every second he's not working on painting this beautiful wall, he's out there on the bike because he's just enjoying it that much. And I think that says something really wonderful about this community, about the way we welcome people, and about the value that bike ride serves within Colorado Springs. Join me and give now to support equitable transportation in Colorado Springs. So join me and give now to support expanding active transportation. Give now for a healthier community.